In the next step, what is required that we will in the next step we will do that we will start this process that first x4 is usually written as a perfect square, so it will be written as that whose square is this, x square into x square, so it will become x raised to power 4. So it, and the remaining terms are shifted in the denominator like at this place as a remainder. Then what is required that you will what will you do that you will write x square as multiple of 2, means that we have to multiply the last divisor with 2, so it will become 2x square. It is a part of the procedure which is required for the square root process. And 2x square, it will be the new part of the divisor. So you will read the table of 2x square to cancel 10x cube. So it will, you will read it minus 5x time. That is minus 5x. So it will become minus 5x into 2x square. If you will get multiplied, if you write it over there, minus 5x, you will again write it at this place as well. So you have to write minus 5x at two places. One at in the answer where you normally write the answer, and one with itself 2x square will be accompanied by minus 5x. So it will become minus 5x, 2x square and minus 5x will be multiplied together, so it will become 10x cube and 25x square. We will change the signs, it will become minus 12x square minus 60x plus 36, and then 2x square will be multiplied by in the next step you will keep 2x square as it is, but minus 5x, which was a new part of the divisor, it will be multiplied by 2, so it will become, the next step 5 will become 10x, and plus 6 will be there. And once the plus 6 will be there, so you will write 2x square how many times to make minus 12, so it will become 6 times. So you would write 6 over there and you will write 6 here, and then you will multiply all these three parts with 6. So 6 2s are 12, 6 10s are 60, and 6 6 are 36. This mu sign is some editorial problem. So after the cancellation, whatever will be your answer, it will be written right above it. So the expression will be this, that you will write these three terms within brackets, and then you will place plus minus sign. This will be the answer for the division process. I would explain one more part because only 2-3 students are here in the classroom. So what I would like to quickly wind up this because only 3 students are there. So that means this reflects they are not interested to learn these type of things. Okay. For next part, same is done for the third part as well. 9x4, 6x3, 7x square minus 2x plus 1. It is a statement of the question, and the question should be in descending order of powers of x. x4, x3, x square, and x and without x. So once they are written in the sign of the division process, first term will always be a perfect square. So you have to write 9x4 is a perfect square, means 3x square and 3x square will be written 2 times. So it will become minus 9x4, and next 3 terms will be shifted as denominator. Then the next step is that you will double the divisor. 3x square will be double. Double stands for that you will multiply by 2. So 3 will be multiplied by 2, it will become 6x square. And then you will read the table that how many times 6x square will be multiplied to generate minus 6x. So minus 6x will be multiplied with you will write minus x over there, and you will write minus x here. Both places you will write, one at the where you normally write the answers, and then you will write minus x with the divisor itself as well. 6x square minus x, both of these terms will be multiplied by, so both of these questions will be multiplied by x, and this will generate these two terms after the cancellation. So the next step, minus x will be multiplied by 2 as for, because whatever is included or added in the new divisor, it will be multiplied by 2, so it will become minus 2x. And the last step, you will take 6x square multiplied by 1, so this will give you all these three terms. Changing the signs, it will give you the result. So this 3x square minus x plus 1 will be the answer. You will just have to place a plus minus sign. If we move to the question number 5, just want to revise first question number 4, one part of question number 4, then the last question, question number 5. So for part number 4, you can see that two terms L and M are being asked in the question, and it is provided that this whole expression, what is given in the question, it is a perfect square. It is written in the statement. So whatever, whenever an expression is a perfect square, it will always have a remainder as 0. Fine. So what will you do? That you will write the question 49x4. This is already in descending order. So what will you do? That you will start the multiplication. 7x square with 7x square, it will give you 49x4, and these three terms will be written like this one. Then new divisor 7x square, or the divisor first term will be multiplied by 2. First make it 14x square. Now read the table of 14x square to generate minus 70x cube. Obviously you will read it minus 5x time, you will write minus 5x there, and you will write minus 5x as well, right in this place, minus 5x. Then minus 5x will be multiplied with both of these terms, one by itself and one by 14. It will give you 70x cube minus 25x square, and it will generate 84x square plus Lx minus m. Then in the next step, you will read 14 table to approach or to get 44x square. But in the meantime, you will double this. Minus 5x will be written as minus 10x. So 14, 6 are, 6 will be written at this position, 6 will be written at this position. Get it multiplied, it will become minus 84x and 60x plus minus 36. So in the remainder, you will see Lx, and this mu sign is some sort of editing problem. So Lx plus 60, this will be written at one place, and m minus 36 will be written at the second place. This is actually the whole remainder. Then because the expression is a perfect square, it is written in the statement of the question. So you will keep this whole remainder equals to 0. So once you will put it equal to 0, so you will see that you will put it by parts. Lx, L plus 60 equals to 0, and m minus m minus 36 equal to 0. This will generate m equals to minus 36 and L equals to minus 60. But keep it in your mind that x cannot be 0, because if x is 0, then the whole question will become 0, so it will be a meaningless then. Last question 5. It is same sort of question in which we have to find that what is the given expression is a perfect square. It is written that if you want to make it a perfect square. So if you want to make it a perfect square, keep it in your mind that whenever we go for the division process, in the division process, you will start the question in the usual way, and whatever will be the remainder, the question is all about the remainder. Now you can see that remainder is something which is already something extra in the question. So that's why this is a remainder. This is called, you can see that this is the extra in the original statement. If you will subtract whatever is extra or whatever is the remainder from the original statement, then the remainder will become 0. So this is all about it. So remainder is actually minus x plus 3. If you simply subtract this value from the original statement, this is the original statement, then the remainder will become 0, because this is extra in the statement of the question. So that's why it is becoming as a remainder at the end of the question. So you just have to write this question in two ways. First one is this, that you will add x minus 3. This is how it has been done. This part minus x plus 3 is actually subtracted. So once you will subtract this statement from this part right here, if you look at this part at somewhere here, if minus x plus 3 is extra, so it must be subtracted. So once you will subtract it, so it will be written like this one. Subtract, we want to say that minus times what is remainder, minus times what is remainder. So what is remainder? Remainder is minus x plus 3. This is a remainder. So we were asked in the question what should be subtracted. Means, and I am telling you that what is the remainder, this must be subtracted. So how it will be subtracted? You will subtract it by placing a minus sign, and it will be the statement of the question. So whatever is the statement of the question, like I scroll a little bit above and I take the statement of the question. This is a statement of the question. And for your convenience, if I just do it like this one, if I just place it right here, it is a statement of the question. If I just subtract this part, so I will be subtracting it like this one, minus times minus x plus 3. So we are actually asked in the question what should be subtracted. So the meaning of the language is this, that whatever is a remainder, this will be subtracted. This is the answer of the second part. And if you want to ask the question in the same way, the same thing, but asking the question that what should be added. So you should write it like this one. If you change the signs, means you will write x minus 3. So if you subtract this part, because you can see that when I subtract it, it will become plus x minus 3. So either I should add plus x minus 3 in the statement, or I should subtract this remainder from this. So it makes the same sense. So either you have to just keep it in your mind that whenever we are asked what should be added, you just have to change the sign of this remainder, and then you should say that I should add this one. But in fact, this is actually the subtraction. ये minus ही कर रहे हो आप लोग. So at the end, you will see we are asked what is required for the value of x. So the remainder will be equals to 0, and from here you will get the value of x. Now please ask the question if you want to ask anything, so that I can wind up this session. Yes, Iman, you want to ask anything? Okay, tomorrow I will have another session at 11 a.m. That session will be about the revision of chapter number 4. It will be from exercise 4.1, and then obviously in next coming 2 days or 3 days, I would like to explain you a few topics from chapter number 4, that is from basic algebra, and then I would be recommend that you should join that session too. Fine. Want to ask anything? Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.